This episode is sponsored by Caddyshack Bistro, your favorite new watering hole. Located next to Crust Pizza Company on Spring Cypress and Champions Forest Drive in Spring, Texas. A place where dreams come true. The finest spirits, wine, and tasty food. It's where the locals go. Use code BeerNerd20 to get 20% off your next order.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Fucking
there are some things you can't hide. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
Welcome to another episode of Front Row Negative. I keep saying we're back, but we take hiatuses worse than Ray Phoenix does with AEW. We're always taking breaks. We need to relax to kind of gather what's up in our lives, but we are back. And I'm your host, Aaron.
And I am your tribal queef, Chris.
Well, I'm glad that you're reigning right there. That's great. That is great. So, everybody's seen it, and if you haven't seen it, shame on you. But Doctor Strange 2, or Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, is officially out. And we had to pull somebody in to talk about this movie. Now, our guest tonight, he's a former guest of ours that we've had on the show before. He hails from the suburbs of Boston. He is somebody who has been a friend on social media and also has a great, enjoyment of the Cult 45 podcast. He likes his grits sugary and savory. He won't take the L there. So welcome back, Rito. How are you doing?
Doing good. I am coming from the different dimension where everything is grits and gravy and
biscuits and gravy.
Just grits and gravy, and it's all savory.
Hell yeah.
We're just gonna leave that there. You would have to stick for the post-credit scene after this. It is the worst inside joke in the world. We're not gonna go into this. This is just it. You know what? If anyone finds me a copy of the Book of Ashanti, I will tell you that. Because just like
the Book of Ashanti,
because we're gonna talk about MacGuffin the movie.
Oh man,
the Book
there
of
was a lot of that. That's true. That's fair.
The Book of Ashanti.
The Book of Ashanti,
and that's where you find the answer under the letter L.
All right.
Just to kind of look things up, I'm actually looking up books of Ashanti, and she does have one called Foolish Unfoolish. So I'll provide a link of Amazon to this episode whenever we do post it. That way you can buy the Book of Ashanti from Amazon.
Do you think the sales increased because of that meme?
Definitely.
Probably so. Ashanti is finally being talked about.
Ashanti was at work at Sonic and somebody pulled up and hit the red button. They're like, hey, did you know your book sales are going up? She's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, first she was like, "Arr!" And she tripped over her roller skates and goes, I sold two of them? Sir, here's your tater tots and onion rings. But I sold two
I wish
books?
I could be excited, but I just dropped all these mozzarella sticks inside the ranch. What am I going to do with this ocean water, son?
Ocean water. It's a 64-ouncer.
She said, man. That's when she walked out. She rolled out and she said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Ja Rule, I'm out.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, she's out throwing fingers spinning around on the skates like, y'all can all eat my ass. And boom, bust her ass on the concrete. And everybody's like, aha, idiot. I would laugh. I would have
to. Don't say eat your ass out loud. We're the place where they sell chili dogs. Just kind of the warning right there. Don't be saying that out loud at a place that sells chili dogs.
Aaron, nobody admits to it, buddy. It's just like what is it? Kevin Hart said when that stand up is like his chick's like, "Oh, you don't eat ass."
We don't eat ponchos.
Yeah, definitely don't eat ponchos and then get adventurous. What the hell's the matter with all people? Crazy as hell.
But yes, we are here to talk about Professor Peculiar in the Multiverse of Insanity. Sorry, I was in the wrong earth. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. A Mother's Day movie, surprisingly.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the acronym. Multiverse of Madness.
released on Mother's Day, and it shows that a mother will literally do anything for her children. So just remember, your mama's.
Technically for somebody else's children, but yeah, I'm with you on that.
Man, she was about to pull what's the lady that got caught stealing kids back in the 90s?
Winona Ryder?
Well, her too.
Oh, she stole socks. I'm sorry. I thought it was. Never mind. Go ahead.
Same thing.
That bitch stole socks. Oh, I'm old. Jesus Christ.
That's how old we are.
You were finishing your college paper when you saw that, and you said, "Holy shit!"
I
can't deal with this, dude. I'm gonna listen to Pearl Jam 10. Jeremy smoking. Yeah, it was a rough time.
Hail!
Wait a minute. How long ago were you in college? That was like the 90s. How long ago were you in college? We're the same age.
Advanced classes, Aaron.
What?
He saw Nirvana live, the original lineup.
The original lineup.
Yeah.
I booked the show.
See, and he was riding shotgun.
Yeah,
I was like, Mud Honey, I guess you can play.
I heard you take a shot before the show.
Oh,
hey man, the band's getting here. Hold on, let me go put my 501 button fly jeans on real quick.
And your flannel?
Flannel, yeah.
Listen, speaking of old bands, I know this is totally off topic, but it's going to be it's going to be Poison, Def Leppard,
okay,
and Motley Crue with Joan Jett at Fenway Stadium or Fenway Park.
That is a good lineup.
Listen, you going to that show?
I'm definitely going to that show.
I'm going to the same show in Houston.
Where is it at? Astro Stadium?
I believe so.
No, is it Minute Maid?
Or
Toyota.
Center.
It's either Minute Maid or Toyota.
Oh, I listen. I love me some Def Leppard, and I was just like, you know what?
You know what they say about Def Leppard, right? Whenever you see them live, it's 7 out of 8 arms up.
Oh man, listen.
I don't,
hey, the drummer from Def Leppard.
You finally got it.
Okay,
I saw the light click.
I was doing what Doctor Strange was doing in Endgame, just
counting.
What universe do we get this man with one arm? I forgot. That's the one thing. They're so awesome. You forget that he's missing a hand. He could do more with one hand than what I could do with two.
Well, he can't do a standing ovation.
Well, he can't look at porn, not easily anyway. Like online, you know what I mean?
I mean, he probably has a whole like Minority Report thing. He's rich enough. Just
somebody's got to hold the phone.
He's only got one hand, sir.
Big wet butt. 6, 7, 10. I am immortal. He has the dark hold of porn in his.
I stand corrected. If you're the drummer from Def Leppard, you don't watch porn on your laptop or anything. You bust out your Oculus. You know what I mean? And you got that bitch on, retina recognition. So like you're just looking like. And the little circle turns. You know what I mean? He's like, oh man, I looked at the butt stuff thing too long. Now I'm in the butt stuff section or whatever. You know what I mean?
So he gets pink eye from Oculus?
I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's doing with his Oculus, but I'm not here to judge.
He's gonna get pink eye from Oculus?
Yeah, man.
Listen, Doctor
Rocket.
What do you think photographs about? I don't want your photograph.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Listen, Doctor Strange has a hell of an Oculus. That's what I want to know, because the man wakes up with a cold sweat and he has a laptop on the side of his bed. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I wondered about that. Do you think he was looking at porn when he,
I mean, he has access.
Farmville.
Come on, the guy has access to see universes with different outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has some special thing that's just like, oh, let me look at my ex in Earth 818 with Jerome. Oh no, it's real.
Jerome. Don't be judgy, man. She can like what she likes. Listen, do you think he found a universe where Amber Heard wasn't shitting on people's beds? That crazy cunt?
I think that's consistent in all universes. I think that's a plot point in all universes.
She's a what do they call that? She's a damn it was in the What If show.
Impact point?
Yeah, it's like a
nexus
point you can't change. She's a nexus point.
Her poop is a nexus point?
She thinks nexus shits, bro.
Like, somewhere in the universe he's Johnny Depp and he likes it.
There's somewhere in the universe she's shitting out Johnny Depp's finger. You know what I mean? Like things just went really fucking awry.
Have you guys seen
this episode's really going awry right now?
Okay, guys, let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's talk about
going awry.
Jet
Holy
Li's
crap.
the one, right? No, sorry. Everything, everywhere at once. Right?
We went from Ashante working at Sonic to now Amber Heard pooping out Johnny Depp's finger, and I don't know how that even happened.
That is quality.
She
audio.
bit his shit off, bro, and then she didn't process it, and she.
What is she
shat
like?
it.
What is she, part German Shepherd?
Yeah, man. She ruined that fucking Serta. Or you know what? Well, no, it wasn't a Serta. It would have been like we have a Casper bed. You know how much the Casper beds cost? And then you shit on the Casper bed? Some people got too much money. That's all I'm saying. Dude.
Well, you know, if they use the code from Tell 'em Steve Day, they might save 10% off their Casper bed.
Yeah, was it Walt? Walt's a Casper.
Yeah.
Believer, yeah.
She's great, I guess, to some people. You know, he protect, she attack, and most importantly, she get high.
Well, she also got her head smacked up in the opening scene from Zombieland. She was the first zombie that Jesse Heisenberg put the beat
hot
down
neighbor,
on.
the hot neighbor next door that he liked.
Yeah, the one who shit in the Fruity Pebble bathroom.
Oh my god! Wow! It all ties together. They knew.
They
yeah,
knew.
buddy.
She was going to the bathroom. She's like, "This isn't a bedroom." Whack.
Yep.
When the
Pretty
trial's
much.
over, Jesse Eisenberg's gonna be out there on the top of the toilet when she walks out the courtroom. Boom! Double tap, bitch. You just
Pretty much.
cardio. Ding, ding, ding.
I do not condone any violence towards others, but I mean,
She shit on his bed. Rito.
did you hear the audio tape of him wearing a wig and he's like, "I'm Aquaman."
I did hear that audio.
That made my day because now I know somewhere in the universe there was that little bit of happiness Johnny had with the wig, and he said, "I'm Aquaman."
And with the wife too.
I'll tell you what though, like there's gonna be a celebrity match between like Floyd Mayweather and Amber Heard. That's gonna be a fucking match, bro.
Jesus.
That's gonna be some. Listen, he's gonna get away from her, dude. She's gonna put the hands on him. She's gonna give him soup bones.
I just wanted to wake up one morning and roll over and be like, "Oh, I found my match," and then it's somebody that says, "This is for Johnny," and it's just a long turd.
Justice for Johnny.
No.
She gets smacked.
He just poops out "Justice for Johnny" on the sheets.
I got a jar of poop.
Get this man ponchos.
Oh man,
Exactly.
yeah. People are going to turn this off right now before we even get into the movie, and we're already 12 minutes in. We're already 12 minutes in.
This is
It's the podcast of badness.
let's open up another port of America. Let's switch us over.
Yes, please.
Ooh, yeah, the following content contains spoilers for the movie or show we are about to talk about. Yeah. Listen at your own discretion and please be advised. Yeah.
All right, so opening scene. He's running from some sort of monster.
No, well, for opening scene, we've got Matt Hardy version Doctor Strange running through some kind of dimension with a big old shadow monster behind him, aka his wife, Rebby Hardy, coming after him, wanting another baby as he's taken off with America Chavez.
That is a mouthful. And you know what? I thought I came in at the theater at the wrong time because the first watching, like I just got there and it said my film started at 4. I sat down at 3:59 and they were already running. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, I missed 10 minutes of this movie. But I was like, excuse me, whatever, you know, it is what it is. But it started off hot. I thought it was going to start off with reading like Eternals and all this historical BS.
Okay.
And then we see the Book of Ashanti. And then we're like, oh, there's the MacGuffin that we're not going to address.
Pretty much. but it's funny that we got Defender Strange at the very beginning. And he gets murked right away. He gets Drew Barrymored right away at the very beginning. And the funny part is that his figure is one of the most sought after for Marvel Legends for the toy line. His figure is sought after.
That one is?
That one is. Defender
Oh man,
Strange
I got
is the
3 of them bitches over here in a Target bag, bro. I'm gonna be cashing in at the next toy show.
All right there, Neckbeard.
Hey, listen. I'm just catching up, sir. I'm catching up.
Hey, the bubble's gonna pop eventually, and they showed us on screen. They said, "Hey, it's gonna pop, so get it moving."
Yeah, pretty much.
I got there like at 8 o'clock at night, or whatever the fuck it was. I wasn't there early, so whatever, bro. I'm just telling you, like I'm gonna get.
Okay,
I'm
don't
gonna
get
get my money.
defensive. Now
I'm
you're
gonna
starting
get
to
my
sound like a
money.
neckbeard. I was there early. I did my time. I waited. I used my own money this time.
Not to mention, I even messaged the group and said, "Hey, does anybody need this toy?" And nobody said shit.
I didn't use somebody else's gift card that I stole from their purse. I used my own money. I didn't do pre-sales on Etsy. I bought it myself.
Aaron,
And
there's
if I
gonna come a
happen,
time in my
and if
near
I happen
future.
to sell it at a toy show for retail price plus an additional 25%, that's all on them for paying it. I'm sorry, that is all on them for paying it.
Oh my god!
Listen,
there's gonna come a time in my near future where I won't be able to buy shit. So
he America Chavez all those figures. He said,
yeah, that's right.
He said these figures are free in this universe. It's funny that you use money for figures.
For these, yeah.
And that was the constant thing. She found pizza wherever she went.
Pretty much, she did find pizza wherever she went.
And get multiversal diabetes.
You know what? She's got a high metabolism. She's like a teenager. So
yeah, she's fine.
Let's catch up to her, bro.
You know, she's got 10 more years for it to happen. So
next thing you know, she's gonna be packing pallets at Amazon no matter what fucking university she works at.
Yeah, American Express. Okay.
Where do you need your package? Here you go.
But
don't pay for this toilet paper.
Stars and Stripes delivery. There it is.
So
uppercut your deliveries now.
So we're thinking as the scene happens that it's a nightmare or a dream, but apparently when you get hurt in your dreams, you get hurt for real, and it's dream walking, as they say.
Well, in the Nightmare on Elm Street era, that's called surviving your nightmare, and we have Freddy Krueger that helped with that. So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised if we didn't have a little Freddy Krueger action with that. With something with like nail fingers or a glove or something like that. Just kind of throw some Easter eggs to the horror community on that one.
I'm surprised we didn't get Sleepwalker in that movie.
Well, no, because in Evil Dead 2, Freddy's glove was nailed to two different parts in the movie. You have to look for.
Oh, but, true. Yep, that I do know. That's
glove is in Evil Dead 2 twice.
I mean, I'm sure we'll see. Once we get the Blu-ray release, we'll probably see something when they're traveling or something.
Oh, someone's gonna watch the movie in slow-mo and detail everything to try to figure out every other Easter egg that even Screen Crush missed to try to be that guy.
Oh, look, it's Rogue's butt cheek.
Happen off to the side there.
Exactly.
Nerdist will find it.
I think what was amazing about
fuck Chris Hardwick. Fuck that guy too. Him and his giant head with the mask. That guy looks like Jesse Pinkman from an AA recovery meeting. The guy needs to go home and stay home and go play bingo. Fuck you, Hardwick.
Did Chris Hardwick buy all your Doctor Strange figures? What happened there?
He probably did. He's selling them for $30 each.
That's retail, bro.
That's retail.
I just got one question for you, Aaron, because it seems like it was a question that was asked throughout the film. Are you happy? No, I'm not. Why are you asking me this?
The show is called Negative. It's front row negative, not front row positive.
That's right.
I think what I like most about this opening sequence of the wedding is that, Doctor Strange big dicks the wife and says, "Oh, you got a seltzer? Let me change it into wine."
Yeah.
I think what would have been funny, she's like, I'm in recovery. You don't know me.
Hey, Marvel Jesus turned that water into wine on the spot.
Oh, and the smug look on his face, and then the guy behind the bar is like, "Well, you're lucky it's open bar, because I would have definitely upcharged." I'm like, what is that? Pinot Grigio? Yeah, that's about $30.
No, he's gonna be like, "You saw what did to Spider-Man, right? I'm gonna mind wipe you too, bartender." Oh, I already gave you a $10 tip.
It has to be the weirdest wedding. You got the guy that you used to work with talking about that, my cat died. Like, dude, what a bummer. What are you doing at the wedding? And you're not even dressed for it. He was wearing just like some shitty frumpy ass flannel, and he's just like, "Hey, how does it feel to be saved the world? Can't have it all." Like
he looked like Bill's dad after Bill's mom married somebody else, Ted's dad, in Bogus Journey.
I'm surprised we didn't see them in the film. That would have been great to see them in the cameo.
It would have been great to see Doc Brown in a cameo in that movie somewhere with all the traveling and stuff.
And then we see America Chavez, and you fight a big fucking one-eyed monster. And Doctor Strange says, "Hey, hold my drink." Pulls out his handkerchief, and then, boom, cape. And then
that's true.
And the next thing you know, with the heroic save, and my crowd cheered was when Wong showed up.
Really?
Yes.
So before Wong shows up, there was another Sammy Easter egg in that scene that happened right before Wong showed up. So if you're a Raimi fan, Raimi's been doing the Pixar before Pixar was doing the Pixar with the Pizza Planet truck. Raimi's got the Oldsmobile.
Oh, where was it? Because I was looking for it.
It was
actually.
the first car thrown that gets eaten, that gets attacked by the cat head that pops out of the ground.
Really?
That's the Raimi Oldsmobile.
Ah, okay. Nice. I didn't realize that.
So it is there. It
That's
makes
awesome.
it's part of the Raimi checklist. You've got Campbell, check.
Raimi checklist.
Oldsmobile, check. Weird falling, throwing eyeball, check. It's all there.
Yep.
It is all there.
Demon screams from the cabin. Check.
That's true. That is true.
Because the demon cape, I know we're jumping all over the place, but some Raimi-isms or whatever you want to call them for the checklist. The demons talking to Wanda and everything were voiced by the same people who voiced the demons in the cabin. And the shaky cam, the look into the camera. I mean, this film was a true horror film. Like, if they would have pushed this back to October, I would have been okay with it. And I feel like they held back so much. I don't know if it was a Marvel thing or if it was change of directions.
Well, the lineup of when they were going to release a lot of these things got changed up over this past summer. So WandaVision wasn't supposed to be the first one to come out. It was supposed to be, I think, Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first. And then followed by a few of the other ones. And then Multiverse of Madness was supposed to come out before No Way Home. So when you're watching No Way Home, when the whole snow is in the Doctor Strange, his house, whatever, that was supposed to be from whenever he goes to the mountain and Multiverse of Madness. Whenever you open the portals, which explains the snow inside the house. So they had to do a lot of rewrites, a lot of reshoots, a lot of things to because another thing, Ned wasn't supposed to bring the Parkers into No Way Home. It's supposed to be America Chavez that brings in the Parkers.
Oh my God! See, now you ruined one of my favorite movies because that would have been way better.
It would have been, but you know what? Would you rather have Ned be a sorcerer apprentice or be the Hobgoblin in the future film? He could be Wong Jr. or he could be the Hobgoblin.
I like Wong Jr.
I like Wong Jr. better, but
I'd rather have Wong Jr. mainly because if we were to get a Phil Urich, I would rather have his Hobgoblin in the future film instead of the glider riding goblin. I want the winged flaming sword goblin that Phil Urich has.
Yes, that'd be dope.
You know what? I think now it makes sense because Ned never had a Ned. You know what? I'm going to ship Ned and America Chavez as a couple in the future film.
That will not happen.
Right?
Like you know how when you go to Taco Bell, you either order the taco or you order the burrito?
Yeah.
America Chavez will always order the taco.
I mean, it's different. It could be different because...
Did you see her pen that she was wearing?
Yeah, but that was because of her parents.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? For this fictional character, I'd say do what she needs to do. But
do what she needs to do.
I mean,
I don't think she plays on the team, bro.
Wasn't she Puerto Rican in the comics and then she's played by a Mexican actress? Well,
you know what? As long as she speaks Spanish, that's all that matters.
True. I gotta say though, her performance was definitely.
I mean, to be honest, we had Oscar Isaac play a Jewish guy.
Yeah, but I mean, spoilers for Moon Knight. He does fulfill his contractual obligation of saying "Hola, cómo está?" Bang bang.
He does. He says it, and he also has his yarmulke at his mom's funeral. So.
Oh yes, that's right. Yes, I remember because he crushed it, and I was like, "Why is he?" Yeah. I got up out of the room, and I was like, "Why is he mad at the yarmulke right now?"
That's true. But to get back to that, yes, America Chavez. That's her choice. That's her thing. So she will not be dating Ned anytime soon.
Although Ned does look like the demographic, but that's besides that.
Damn.
Somehow we got a grits comment in this episode.
The views and opinions of Rito no way represent the views and opinions of those who are from negative and their associates.
That stays.
That stays.
Somehow that's better.
Oh my god.
But anyway, No, it seems like it's gonna be good as far as she's gonna fit well into this
Mm-hmm.
new universe of young heroes. Because then we got
So we
Miss
get back
Marvel.
to yeah. So we
Yep.
get back to the fight. We get back to the non Shumagaroth fight. The character that's not Shumagaroth. I'm sorry to break everybody's bubble that played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is not the character. It's that character is owned technically by Conan the Barbarian creator. So he cannot use that. Marvel cannot use that name.
Oh, really?
But let's be real though. That was Shumagorath, bro.
Yeah, that's real. That was him. That was Shumagaroth,
but
but technically not Shumagaroth. It's like me selling official Moon Knight shirts in my T Public store. They're not official, but they're pretty official, and I claim that they're official, but they're not really official.
/AG
Yes,
They are Lunar Lieutenant T-shirts.
There you go.
pretty
exactly.
much. Yeah, they're Lunar Ward shirts. So,
Lunar Ward shirts, exactly. And
Lunar Ward.
but anyway, we fast forward to then they go to see Wanda at her apple farm, or what seems to be the apple farm.
So what'd you think of like them? So I'll just come back to this fight. Just one last thing for this fight. This fight was very reminiscent of Spider-Man 2, the way it was filmed, the way it was done.
Yeah.
When Spidey fights Doc Ock up and down the building, very similar to that. And I really liked how they did it because the eye pop is a very Raimi trait, especially in Evil Dead 2. It's a big Raimi trait. And that he was able to do that here with the visuals and the camera tracking and all that. Very well done. And I have to give props to Raimi for kind of putting that all together and, making that look like a interesting fight between two wizards versus a giant eyeballed octopus. So
it was
just getting the props.
It was good. Did anyone wince when he threw the light pole through the eye? Because I don't know why.
Did.
I had Activision Tony Hawk vibes when I saw that. I was like, "Where's the guitar lick?"
Cool callback. That's a very cool callback. For me, it was. Have you ever seen the old '70s horror movie Full Cheese Zombie?
Yeah.
The door shard to the eye.
Oh, yep.
That's what got me, was the door shard to the eye from Full Cheese Zombie. I'm like, oh, that's where we're going. Okay, that's setting the tone up for this movie.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things where it's just like, damn, Marvel's really leaning into this. Let's see what else they're gonna do.
Oh, and do they ever lean into this? I mean, they're leaning horizontal to the ground with the rest of this movie, with letting him get away with what he got away with. But let's continue. So, Chavez, they take her to they take her to about to take her to their mystic land, the castle of other wizards in training, the non-Hogwarts that Marvel has, and they're gonna try to keep her safe there, while Strange goes in, seeks out his Avenger friend that also knows magic, the third Olsen twin, Scarlet Witch, who's now Scarlet Witch. So,
honestly, I thought she was like the whole farm just being imagery or just kind of a manifestation from the Darkhold was just like. It blew my mind because it was just like, you're talking. It's just like, yeah. And then she says, all right, so how we're gonna find America, or she says something to that effect. And then she stops and she says, you never told me her name. And then she's like, all right, the jig is up, cleans it all out. And that's just, Houston weather in the middle of July.
Oh my God.
That is August, Las Vegas desert scene right there. That is just insane. The faux pas she put all over all of that to camouflage her true intentions, and with the book just floating right there, the book just kind of floating right next to her. It was spectacular because I don't know how he got out of that scene. He probably opened a portal, but it was just like, okay, I'm gonna go out of here and go tell him and be like, you told her where she was? He's like, yeah. No, she gave him till sundown to surrender her over. I'm giving you till sundown to surrender her over, like some kind of Wild West. And she's gonna go to the non-Hogwarts and pick her up, and either she'll be ready to go, or you'll be ready for death. One of the two.
See, that's the thing, because at this point he kind of already knows her powers. Like, oh, it's attributed by fear. Like, why didn't he create illusion of carrying Wong's head and be like, hey, I killed Wong. Oh my god, problem solved.
Well, he could have done that, but I don't think he was expecting that. You know, he still considers her a friend and an ally after Endgame, so you know he probably wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it
what a
was.
swerve at the end, though. I mean, right when we find out that she's the quote unquote baddie, I was like, whoa, shit! I didn't expect that. Like, I was thinking, honestly, it was going to be like that Dark Strange from What If or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, a good thing about this movie, the promotion of this movie, is that they never said who the villain was. They kept that under wraps. I mean, we thought the non-Shuma Garath character was the main bad guy, that was the demon chasing everybody around, and that we knew that Wanda was in it, but we didn't know who the actual bad guy was. And they kept a good way of kind of confusing people to not, you know, show who the bad guy was. And for all those people who are like, oh, I called it, I knew all along, man, shut up. No, you did not. You were surprised too. Now shut your mouth, go eat your applesauce, and go play with your Dunkaroos. You did not know. You did not see that coming.
I was in so the way I saw it was, I'm like, okay, Baron Mordo, you know, is back. You know, there's a reason why he's back. He's the bad guy. That's what I was thinking the whole time. And then when she just shows up and she sees Kit Harington in the crowd, or the guy that looked like Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Honestly, he looked like the brother from what's that show? Hawkeye. He looked like Echo's brother.
No, not the brother, the friend, the lifelong friend.
Yeah, I'm talking
about. Not Surge. Can't think of his name.
But he looked just like him, and then he just ran away like, oh fuck. And she broke through, and I'm just like, oh, okay, they're just gonna have a talk, and then the big baddie's gonna come in. She's like, no, I'm gonna go full heel turn. It was me all along, Austin. And it was the greatest heel turn I've seen in cinema in a while. Like, I saw that and I was just like, no. And then she starts blasting people, and you know, just like Danny DeVito says, you know, I just came in here and I just started blasting.
Start blasting.
And the deaths were brutal. Like, just you know, girl gets fried and the tear goes down her eye, and I'm just like, she's taking apart cannons, like. Yeah, it's incredible. And then Doctor Strange says, hey, I got you in this little Rubik's Cube room. And she's like, nope, I'm going to come out of the gong like the ring girl.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing that gets me. This is a magic city. And they have magical cannons. Why does it take them 3 minutes to reload a cannon when they're magic? They should be firing that thing off pretty quickly. I mean, come on. Even Goku can shoot off multiple blasts at one time without having to reload. What's up with that?
And that's how we got Gohan.
Yeah, that's pretty much how he got Gohan and Goten. He shot that from beyond the grave. And Piccolo couldn't even sense that.
And Piccolo became the stepdad.
Piccolo couldn't even sense that. Oh, another one?
He's dead again. All right, let's wish him back.
Yeah, Vegeta standing off in the corner. Damn you, Kakarot! Stop it!
Kakarot?
Kakarot? I don't know. Whatever. He making kids from beyond the grave. He's the real ghost dad, not Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby?
It wasn't a Nimbus cloud. It was just a giant sperm he was flying on.
Is that Shinron? That's just one giant sperm.
The Nimbus cloud.
Chevron the dragon.
Chevron the dragon?
Versus Captain Cock and Chevron and Grogu.
We're going to get back to this in post-show because I got another good joke for that, but I'm going to leave it on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. Take it easy there, Rito. Well, you know,
biscuits and
gravy.
For
director's cut.
Yeah, you motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers.
Oh, so okay. So we're getting back to the Wanda is coming. She's pulling what was it, kind of like a Pennywise, where she's kind of coming through the reflections, attacking them and everything.
Oh, dude, and the bones snapping and just her getting back, and then she has a spit across her face and it just repairs itself. I'm like, that is scary. Then that opens up the portal. They go through all these portals. They go through, I'm thinking X-Men 97 world, cartoon world, and Paint world, which was, a nice touch.
Well, so were there any worlds that you noticed, since you've seen it twice, were there any worlds that you noticed during that scene that might have stuck out?
There was two that stuck out to me.
Okay.
One was there was this like neo noir like world, like it was just all black and white.
Uh-huh.
And then I saw like a blimp fly by, and I was like, "Is that Spider-Man Noir?" And then there was another one where it was just like it looked like our reality almost, and there was something like in the foreground, but I didn't see it. And I tried catching it the second time, but like I was too focused on something else.
So, two things I caught when I watched.
I was hoping they would
then...
arrest you with like 3 shells or something like that.
What, Demolition Man was sitting there? No, well, like one of the worlds I caught. One of the worlds I caught looked too much like 2099.
Yes.
One of them looked too much like 2099 with the towers, the hover cars, and everything. And then, of course, there's one world that they were going through that looked like the Edge of Time with the Living Tribunal in the background.
Oh, the floating 3 heads.
I did see
Floating
that.
3
I
heads.
even told Nicole, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "That's the Living Tribunal." She's like, "I have no idea who that is." I was like, "Of course you know."
I think that's pretty much every date that it gets taken to one of these Marvel movies. Oh, did you see that? And the date's like, no, what? I don't care. Huh? Who? No, it's this character. I don't care. I need more popcorn.
This is when you tell your date. Here's a tip when you go on the date movie. You find out her favorite crush. She tells you Channing Tatum. You say, "Listen, Channing Tatum is in the post-credit scene. Stay."
Oh
And
God.
they'll never leave.
And you know what will happen? You know what happened in your post-credit scene for your date? Nothing.
It's finally over.
Nothing will happen in your post-credit state. Nothing.
That post-credit self-gratification.
Yeah. Hey, it's a hands-on experience. You know, Thanos will come in. I'll handle it myself. So.
Oh God.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's over in the snap.
Snap.
But
That snap.
one thing I didn't like about this movie, as far as the scene when they go into the new area.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let me go to something that I did like. She walks by. Doctor Strange throws up. He picks up his dead body, puts it in the thing, and he's just like, do, and he's like, "I've done worse." What have you done worse?
That's the best thing. It leads to imagination.
Hiding bodies in the city. I mean, he's clearly played Assassin's Creed, at least one of the games of that series.
Right?
Hiding bodies.
Exactly. So he did that. He hid the body, and then he's throwing up, and she's like, "Hey, listen, you have to replenish yourself." And then she's eating pizza balls, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's cool, pizza balls. Oh yeah, pizza's free in this universe. I don't understand why you guys pay for it." And then we have the cameo of all cameos. We
Bruce
get
Campbell.
Oh yeah.
playing Pizza Papa, and he says, "Hey, you didn't pay for that." And my theater was quiet. Only like two people in the back were like, "Oh, hey," and I was like, "Yeah, right."
So I will say this because we had a private screening thing for our group of friends to go watch it, right? And when they heard his voice, I'm like, "Oh, there he is." Everybody else in that theater was quiet, and I was really the only one. Chris might have marked that. He might have laughed and marked out a little bit too.
Oh yeah, I laughed, of course.
But everybody else was quiet, especially people who claim to be big Bruce Campbell fans as well. They were quiet until after the movie was over. Like, "Oh yeah, that was him." I'm like, "You bitch, you know who Bruce Campbell is? You can see his chin from like a mile away. He's got a giant ass chin."
I champion Bruce Campbell to replace Stanley in all the future films.
But for his cameo, the way his cameo ended, that was very Evil Dead 2-ish, with the hand coming alive and attacking him.
And
very well done.
And this was 3 weeks later because the spell lasted for 3 weeks. So, and it was just perfect. Like it was reminiscent of Far From Home or Homecoming with, Captain America showing up in the post-credit scene and saying, "Hey," and I laughed. He's like, "It's finally over," and "It's over," and I was just like, I laughed. Other people next to me laughed. Everyone was like, "That's it." I'm like, clearly you guys don't understand Sam Raimi.
You don't understand him. He's quirky. He's very quirky. But I
Good
love
for him, by the way,
cameo.
man. What a true return to form. What's the last thing he worked on, Sam Raimi?
A little bit of trivia from Joe.
Which
A little
one?
bit of trivia.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. I didn't research or anything. I was just curious. Like, was it?
Oh
the movie
fuck!
with
I thought you had the
chick?
answers and everything.
I
Sam Raimi.
thought you had the answer as well too. I thought you had that too.
I didn't. Truth be told, I did not.
You know what? Let me
I
look
thought
it
for
up.
sure it was the gypsy movie with the chick that
Drag Me to Hell. Drag Me
Drag
to
Me
Hell.
to
That's
Hell,
what,
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
you're thinking of.
Let's see.
Okay, so I'm looking it up. We had so his last 5 projects. So we have World War III, which is announced. King Killer Chronicle, which was announced. Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. 50 States of Fright, a TV short series that's coming out soon, or it came out in 2020. I'm sorry, they came out in 2020. The Black Giandala. It's a short movie. Ash versus Evil Dead, the first episode. Rake, the TV series,
Oh shit!
and then Oz the Great and Powerful.
And the next upcoming film is
Wow.
Evil Dead Rise.
Is that producing or is that directing?
Produced by Sam. Oh yeah, serving as executive producers.
Yeah, producer.
But
Interesting.
Yes, but his next 2 directing projects are World War III and the King Killer Chronicle. But before that, his last feature presentation was Oz the Great and Powerful, which, as I remember, that got a lot of mixed reviews on that one.
that's the movie that they play on the screens at Best Buy to show you how great the picture is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's you're not lying there.
Oh, man.
You walk into Best Buy or Walmart and you see that one scene when he falls out of the basket. It's like, I haven't seen this movie, but I've seen this movie.
I've seen that. I've seen that scene many times, but I've never seen the movie.
Exactly. But let's see, we're there. And then we go to the Sanctum, this universe's Sanctum. Oh, I forgot to mention the shitty, hey, here's some crazy exposition scene when they stand on the live your memories for a low, low price.
Yep.
And they play the memory. It's just like, why haven't you charged them yet? Like, why are you showing them 15 minutes of their time? And then
it's a trial effort. I mean, they have to sign another email to get in there to do it again.
Exactly. We see how America Chavez's parents were taken, her mothers were taken, and she opened up
when her powers manifested accidentally,
and then they were sucked through the star, and they were like, oh, I honestly, when I was reading the news, I was just like, what is this scene that they're gonna have a hubbub about? Oh, they're just standing next to each other, looking at their child lovingly, and then they get sucked through a black hole. Like,
yep. And it was announced as her 2 moms, and people kind of freaked out on that. People who don't read the comics freaked out on that.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
the thing. We need to stop going into these movies blind. Read the comics, or at least get the quick, hey, before you watch this movie, here's a quick little cheat sheet video.
Yeah, do something like that just to watch it, or just to kind of get somewhat informed on the character. That way, you're not, having screaming, hair pulling tantrums from that happening.
Like, what you should really be mad about is that shitty Avatar movie that's shown before the trailers.
Pretty much, I will agree with that too.
But anyway, we go to the Sanctorum, and
so basically, what we see America Chavez basically sliders to the TV series her parents away.
Exactly.
And she cannot find them. She's been looking for them. She's gone through 72 different worlds looking for her parents and looking for another version of herself that she cannot find, because she is one of a kind, apparently. She is the RVD of the Marvel Universe. One of a kind. So
Mrs. MCU.
Pretty much.
But
she's not the only one who steps on it. Doctor Strange steps on that platform as well to show, his thing with his sister. And we get the exposition of his sister.
His sister?
Yeah.
I thought he was on a date with his wife or his girlfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the watch.
Oh,
the watch
yeah.
date. Yeah, that watch date. I'm jumping ahead to the other part that happens in the movie.
Okay, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like,
I got that mixed up.
I mean, listen, that is now we know why he's called Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
The
But
multiverse of confusion.
But he gets the watch, and he's like, I forgot her name. What's her name? Christine, you didn't need to. Like, I listened to another podcast, and they talk about that scene, and the joke was, I have a phone. like
for the telling time?
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. Wearing a watch now, like within the last 10 to 15 years, wearing a watch is a sign of like class. It's a sign of a status type thing. So technically, I mean, nobody ever really looks at their watch. But okay, yeah, you're looking at your Casio right now to tell the time. That's great. But as a status thing, people buy expensive watches as a status symbol. I mean, look at Conor McGregor. He has like $1 million watches. Why? I don't think he can even tell time, but he has them because it looks nice.
The douche nozzle.
Floyd Mayweather can't even read. He doesn't know what day it is. He has watches too as a status symbol. And, it's a status thing.
Oh yeah, because clearly after Doctor Strange repairs said watch, he just puts it away in the drawer. Then why repair it?
Because he's moving forward. He's moving on with his life.
Yeah, but that's when he throws it in the lake or something cool.
No. He's repairing the fractured part of his heart, and he's moving on.
There you go.
The doctor has finally saved his own heart through surgery on a watch.
Oh my god!
I
prove me wrong on that one.
Cutting room floor comments. Cutting room floor comments.
Prove me wrong on that one. He's performing surgery on his own heart to save it.
If that is, oh my goodness. I have so many things I want to say right now.
Well, don't, Rito.
keep those savory thoughts to yourself.
I will.
Oh
but
this episode has been brought to you by Current Ichiban beer, which I am down on number 2 right now.
Yeah, current.
Woo!
Yeah, and I'm suffering through current itchy butt right now.
Use toilet paper next time. Use Charmin. Konnichiwa, bitches.
But anyway, we go to the Sanctorum, and who opens the door? But Baron Mordo in a bad hairpiece.
Pretty much. He comes out looking like Bishop from 1992's X-Men.
Oh my god!
I thought he played football for a college in Florida.
Is that Randy Moss opening the door?
Is it?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Oh, look, it's the wide receiver cut.
And they're all like, he's announcing what college he came from. Where are you from? School of Mississippi. Where are you from? School of Hard Knocks.
School of Inner Sanctum and Tribal.
Oh,
listen.
LBCDCTQ, Go Devil Dogs. You know.
Yeah. Class of 1999, head of the table, tribal chief.
I was surprised he didn't open the door and he's just like, Earth 338, class of OU, baby, go Bulldogs.
I was surprised he'd open the door, break yourself, fool! And then you're going after them.
And this is after he sees a giant statue of himself, and then he says, oh yeah, I think I know who's in here. He opens the door, Baron Mordo, and then he looks at him and he's just like, oh no. And I thought they were going to fight, but he just
I thought so too.
He welcomes them with a hug. He brings them in. He sits them down, and he says, oh, here are your drinks. Have you guys watched The Cosby Show in this universe? And then they pass out.
Pretty much.
Oh, man.
I like them fudgesicles.
And then, bam, they're drinking green worms or whatever the hell that green sand was.
The sands of Ashanti. The sands of Ashanti.
The sands
I
of a Cosby.
I started noticing this pattern where no matter where Doctor Strange is in what universe, they can't trust that dude as far as they can toss him. So I didn't, at first I thought it was a heel move, you know what I mean? But like after getting the context and stuff like that, it's like, from what I can tell, man, like this Doctor Strange, 616 Strange is like the most trustworthy Strange ever. Because,
pretty much, he's becoming that way.
Yeah, every other one's a dirtbag apparently.
As far as what we know, because we don't know what's going to happen next.
That's
but
yes, we do, because we watched the movie.
Oh yeah. So they go into
break yourself, fool.
They go into the glass containment center, and they're inside what's called the Baxter Building or the Baxter Museum.
Building
or something.
Sponsored by the Baxter Foundation.
The Baxter Foundation.
Yes, so they're inside and they're talking.
So it's a mixture. So it's a mixture for you comic nerds. It's a mixture of two different things. It's a mixture of the Baxter Building and the Future Foundation.
Thank you, Aaron, with our Aaron's nerdy pick of the day.
Yes.
It's the same.
I know my
shit.
Fantastic Four comics.
But they're sitting there, they're talking, and they're trying to say, "Hey, plead with me." And then that's when, what was her name again? Michelle?
Christine,
Karen, Michelle. That's when Christine tells her, "Oh yeah, things didn't work out because her Strange was, we'll see later, killed." But anyway, they're like, "Hey."
So I got to ask Chris, when you heard the name, the Baxter Foundation, how did your mind react?
Well,
I mean, because the name alone has ties.
Well, sure, yeah, and I even told give my wife a bump in the arm and said, "Oh my God, we're gonna get Reed Richards," because that's been the big rumor, like we're gonna see Mr. Fantastic and shit like that. But like, I mean, damn, was I disappointed though? But yeah, no, I mean, I was excited.
Oh, break yourself.
Listen, that's when Chris nudged her arm and said, "Oh boy, this poncho's really working a number on me right now."
Yeah. Am I hallucinating here? Am I having butt dreams? No.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as Christine said the Baxter Foundation, I'm like, holy crap, the Baxter. And Jen, my wife, kind of looks at me and she goes, "Huh?" I'm like, the Fantastic Four. That's their building, huh? Never mind. Never mind.
That's the same reaction I got Nicole from. He's like, "What?" So like, all right.
Huh? What?
No, yeah. Once I heard Baxter, I was like, "Oh my God!" And then everyone was like, "Shh!" And I was just like, "Wait, you'll see."
It's like because if you know that name has relevance, and so when she named it, it was like countdown until the review. I'm like, okay, come on, just get to them. I don't care. Fast forward, get to them. Get to the Illuminati.
The Illuminati wants to see you, and I'm like, oh my God.
I was like, here we go. I'm like rubbing the hands. I'm like, yes.
And
I'm
then
like
we get Mountain.
Let me get Mountain. Yeah, we get Wondergore or Wonderval or whatever that place was. Wundivar. Wondersex.
We get the Matterhorn.
Pretty whatever that is. but we get that because I'm like, okay, so Illuminati, here we go, and I'm looking like that guy from the meme of hiding behind a tree and rubbing his hands. I'm like, here it is, here it comes. Yes, we're getting the Illuminati to see who it is, Tom Cruise or not. Here we go, and mountain scene. I'm like, I got to suffer through this more. I got to suffer more through this.
Someone audibly behind me said, "Oh, what the fuck!"
That's awesome.
And then I'm like, I hear you. And they go to talk more exposition, and this is where the film kind of falls flat because they're like, "Oh, it's this. What is these writings on the wall?" And before they say it's a throne, I finished the sentence, and I'm like, "It's And I forgot what was the word I used. I used what's
altar?
The word? No, yes, I said that. I was like, it's an altar, and then they're like, it's a throne, and I was just like, I was right. But if the prophecy was fulfilled, then why would they have the statue and everything? Because didn't the Mind Stone make her the Scarlet Witch?
Pretty much, yeah, I did. Her and her brother, the Quicksilver that couldn't outrun bullets.
Yeah, where's his altar?
It's in the ground. It's called a coffin.
Jesus Christ.
And a headstone.
But we get that, and we see big giants, and Wong is fighting these giants, and one of them knocks him off, and I'm like, oh, they killed Wong. Good.
Good.
Not Ned's dad.
Well, the reason why I wanted it that way, because it like one thing I like about films is when they do the things you don't expect. So if they would have killed Wong, I would have been happy. I'm like, he told his story. He got his tuna sandwich or whatever he wanted from Doctor Strange. But we'll find out later that he's okay. But anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. When those hulking creatures came walking forward, part of me was like, wait, are this how they introduced Marvel's Man-Thing into this series? Like they're the guarders, the guardians of the chaos magic or whatever.
Dope, yeah.
That would have been pretty cool if they did, but of course not. They didn't.
No, he just threw him off the cliff, and it's just like, okay, that buys me about 20 minutes time.
Yeah.
But then we cut back to the scene of him meeting the Illuminati.
Yes.
We see 6 chairs. First introduced.
No. We see 5 chairs.
Oh, sorry. One of them moves.
Because one of them has handicap parking. One's got to hover around.
So we see Monica Rambeau first, or Maria Rambeau. Sorry,
Maria Rambeau.
Maria Rambeau. Yeah.
Looking fine as she can be, because oh my goodness, she's sitting there in the throne and she has her suit on, whatever. Yep. Then we cut to Captain Carter.
She throws her shield to say that, hey, she's been playing some Windjammers. She knows how to catch her shield and everything.
And so then
that's pretty good.
Then we see Black Bolt just sitting there, and then the guy next to me, who's that? And then I told him to shut his mouth. And then
eat your pizza.
And then we see Barry Mordo, and then we see who came first. Was it? Oh yeah,
it was Reed Richards. He teleported in just like a goddamn video game.
That thing was awesome. When I first saw it, I was just like, "Is this Iron Man?" And then you slowly see it, and then the crowd goes. Everyone reacted in a way, and I was like, Oh my god, it was like a fever dream, to be honest with you. I didn't expect it because that was the one that they held close to the chest.
Pretty much. Well, yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
true.
one was. He was the big reveal. He came in very Doom-like. The way he teleported in was a very Doom-esque type of cube that Doom uses. So that was pretty interesting how he came in there. But the way he did it, and he turned around like a video game entrance was top notch. Top
Oh yeah.
notch. Love
It-
that.
You know what? That scene plays in Cody's head every time he comes up from the
Wait.
ground.
So wait. Whenever you saw that scene, did adrenaline in my soul, every fight out of control start playing through your head?
Something, Cody Rhodes.
My father said. My father said.
Oh God, yeah.
My father said something with his blast.
Now, as cool as that entrance was, and that was a great fan casting that pretty much social media bullied Marvel into hiring him for that role. That was
Right.
great. But the entrance of Professor X, because you see the hand and then you hear the theme song.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
dope.
How awesome was that?
Danny Elfman, God bless you wherever you are, because you easily could have just let it go or even play the one from the first movie, but
From
he
the
had
movies, yeah.
and he had that, and he just came in, and this was spoiled for me because I was watching the NBA playoffs and I saw the
That's
yellow
what
chair,
everybody's been saying is that they watched the NBA playoffs and they got spoiled on Professor X in there.
and I was like, God damn it! But I mean, I thought it was going to be a swerve because I'm like, okay, everyone's here. Where's Professor X? And we see Professor X in all his glory. Patrick Stewart, you are getting old, my man, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to do this because I thought we were gonna get what's his name? The other guy.
Everybody said Tom Cruise. Everybody was saying Tom Cruise is superior Iron Man.
I
But
thought
that was him.
I thought it was gonna be that, like him in the chair, like, oh yeah, by the way, haha, here's a swerve. Or
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be what's his name that plays the young Patrick Stewart in the new X-Men movies. His name is
Michael Fassbender.
No, McAvoy.
McAvoy, James McAvoy.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking Magneto. My bad. Sorry.
You're thinking Magneto.
Yes. So I'm
My
just like,
bad.
and I was like, okay, cool. You know, that scene was great. And then,
But I mean, if they would have got Tom Cruise, they would have had to have like a high chair in there for him to sit in, just to kind of fill at height with everybody else.
oh, they would have did. You know what? They would have used the same technology that they used for the giant
Lord of the
dwarf,
Rings?
or the giant dwarf from freaking Endgame.
Oh my God.
That Tom Cruise is short. He's a short guy.
Here are my Scientology robots coming to arrest you. You know.
I am so glad that he wasn't in the movie.
You know what? I was very happy because the people putting that, I'm like, listen, you do not touch Iron Man in any way, shape, or form. Let the man rest in peace. Let him, you know, let him be whatever.
There were so many. So for the Illuminati, there were so many fan rumors of who was going to be in the Illuminati and who was going to cameo. You had people saying that it was going to be Leonardo DiCaprio reprising his role as Spider-Man from the failed 1990s film that never happened. You had people saying it was going to be Ben Affleck as Daredevil, Tobey Maguire coming back, Andrew Garfield going to reprise the role. Even Deadpool was going to be on the Illuminati. You had all these people, and I think one of the best ones I heard was there was going to be Killmonger as Black Panther as one as on the Illuminati.
That would have been dope.
So you had all these rumors and all these fan theories and all these fan castings of who's going to be on it, and to give us one fan cast that everybody had hoped for to happen, and then also having two other character cameos that come in, and with Black Bolt and with Xavier, was great. I thought that was a good, balance of fan casting, returning characters, returning actors, and as well as what if characters as well. So I thought it was all done really well.
And then this is where the horror happens.
Oh yeah.
This is when the robots say, "Oh, intruder alert! Ay, they come in."
Well, because Strange is pleading his case about one. He's like, the bitch is on her way. She doesn't have kids. She wants custody. She's gonna come here. She's gonna kill us all. Do something. Let me loose so I can save y'all. Bitch, make it happen. And what do they tell him? Oh no, we'll handle it. We're good.
We're gonna have a vote.
You know what? For Reed Richards being the smartest man in his universe, he is a dumb shit for letting that happen. He didn't have any kind of containment unit ready for Wanda. Come on now.
I think what I like most was, so I watched all of the James McAvoy and all the X-Men Apocalypse and all that and Days of Future Past. What I liked was the callback to the line when he said, "Just because someone stumbles doesn't mean they can't be forgiven," or whatever the line is.
Yeah.
I had
Hmm.
goosebumps because I was like, "Oh my god, they're calling back those X-Men films! Like they are
Yeah.
fan servicing the shit out of us."
Yep.
And then everyone pulls up in the main room, and
Well, we'll say that before that happened, before Wanda arrived, they did something really cool with Xavier. When he did his mind powers, you saw the rings appear on his head, just like the cartoon.
Yes,
Yeah,
Wolverine. Wolverine, get me a cheese pizza.
Gambit to the jet now. Cyclops to the jet now. He saw the rings, and it shows him what happened with their dimension. Doctor Strange, what he did and what happened, and all of that, and how Black Bolt had to take his ass out. He had to tell him, "Hey, I'll say your name, and you gone. You dead. You're out of this."
He gave him the Shawn Michaels to the Ric Flair. I'm sorry. I love you.
He Beyonce'd him out of the group. He gone. He Beyonce'd him out. He's gone. So that's when Wanda starts showing up, looking like a pissed off soccer mom version of Carrie from Stephen King, coming in there wrecking house. She was pissed. You got my imaginary kids that I don't have yet that I want to have. You better give them back now. I want my fake kids that are not my kids, but kids I want to have. Give them to me, or I'm going to talk to your manager. Bring them out right now. I want to talk to them. And that's when the fighting started to happen. That's when the fight happened.
And, Reed Richards being the smartest man in the world, Black Bolt can kill you with just a word spoken from his mouth. And then she said, "Oh no, reverse card. What mouth?
What mouth?" It's like, dude.
Pulled the Matrix on us.
I mean, okay, I'll say this. As soon as Black Bolt died, that was a sick way to go, too. As soon as he died, I'm like, oh no, everybody's going to die. Sorry, Reed. You're probably going to die, too. And he got turned into silly string. I mean, he just twizzlered up. He got twizzlered. And then what else happened? Captain Carter got Marvel zombied in half.
She got halved. I've been halved.
She got halved. Yeah, even after she said she could do this all day, no, she couldn't. She had to take a half day.
I popped.
She had to take a half day.
I popped when that's a good one. I popped hard bottom left when she said I could do this all day.
And then Maria Rambeau, she got her armor ripped off of her. What was it? She got her power drained. I couldn't really see what happened to her because it looked like her armor just fell off.
I think she did get a power drain because there was no glowing after the statue fell on top of her.
Yeah, so she got crushed by a statue. But come on now. But poor old Professor X. Who saw that happen? Who saw the next snap of doom? I mean, he got straight up Assassin's Creed with that.
I think that was an idea from Marvel because I'm pretty sure in the original, like, I'm not saying, granted we're gonna have kids come to this movie theater to see it, but boy,
I took my kids to see this movie. They were in the audience. They were in the audience.
Yeah.
Luckily, Parker fell asleep before the next snap. But Gwen saw it all.
She saw
it all.
She saw.
And then Aaron's going to bed and she's like, "Good night, Daddy." You're like, "Oh God."
No, we had to talk on the way home. She understood that it's all a movie. It's all fake and everything. That it's not real and all that. She hasn't had nightmares yet or anything. And we talked about it when I dropped her off at school this morning. To kind of keep. I talked to her through it on Friday morning. I talked to her about it this morning, just to see if she had any kind of nightmares or it was still an experience. And she was like, "No, I know it's fake."
And that's when Aaron dresses up as Captain Carter and stands on the table. It's like, "I've been halved. I've been cut in half. Want some pizza?"
Oh my God.
But I mean, with Xavier, snapping necks and cashing checks, she took his ass out.
I would have loved to see his head explode and just blood just smeared all over the yellow hovercraft. That would have been amazing.
Rito, do you need a hug, buddy?
Do you need a hug, buddy?
Do you need a hug?
I don't want to see no YouTube video about what happened to you. Fucking, this is the video of Rito Perez.
Somebody
like, oh shit.
A mild-mannered man. They show a picture of me smiling and happy till someone mentioned grits. Negative.
That's true. So yeah, she murks the Illuminati. She takes them all out. But now after we find out that there is an invisible woman, and Reed Richards does have 2 kids in that world who are now fatherless.
Secret Wars.
Wait, Battle World coming soon.
Oh, man, yeah.
We have that happen. We know that the Inhumans are alive in that world. And if you thought Amber Heard's a crazy ass bitch, we got Medusa to deal with now because her husband is gone. So and she got that giant pug of death, Lockjaw, that can go anywhere he wants. Good luck with that.
I think that's gonna be the post-credit scene to Miss Marvel. I'm gonna call it right now.
What was it gonna be?
The dog.
Lockjaw?
He's gonna show up at the end with Medusa.
Ooh, that'd be a good setup. That would be a good setup.
But
not gonna lie, that would be good. So they bounce out of there. It's Doctor Strange and Christine and who's the other guy? That's not Mordo. It's Doctor Strange, Christine, and there's a third. And in America,
Yes.
they're running through the tunnels. They're running through the sewers. Very Evil Deadish, like running through the woods. Very Evil Deadish, or running through the hallways of the cabin, like throwback scene. Trying to escape. They dump water on her. They drain the New York Channel on her. Trying to get away, and they get to the center of realities with the Book of Ashanti, with God damn it, Wanda on their tail.
Oh, and how did they open the door with the fucking watch?
With the watch.
Well,
You know why?
right, yeah.
You know why? Because that Doctor Strange never can let go. He can never let go. It fits the watch. They should just call that Doctor Strange Doctor Simp. That's it. Just call him Doctor Simp. Because the watch was the key.
This is a Lifetime movie Aaron's been trying to workshop for the longest time.
Pretty much.
Right.
Trying to turn. Sam Raimi made a Hallmark movie of gore.
Oh,
That's
my
all
God.
it is. That's all it is.
So how did we get to so they go into the center of the universe and whatever. Now my question is, how did they get to the Doctor Strange place?
Because America opens up a portal because she's draining America of her powers. She's trying to take her powers away.
Yeah,
and America's fight or flight reflex is to flight, and she opens up the portal, and they jump through. And at the same time, Wanda is able to kind of control where she's sending people off to. So she sends Strange and Christine to the failed reality, while she takes Chavez to their reality. Which, hey, she's got priorities. So this is where What If comes into play. This is the What If episode that kind of comes into play. Because where do they go to? They go to the reality that is self-destructing due to Doctor Strange not being able to let go and going full book of the Darkholm, the not Necronomicon, the Darkholm. He goes full not Darkholm, and Rito, take it from there. What happens next?
So things get out of hand, as they say, and Danny Elfman says, "Hey, I'm gonna put my dick on the table and show you what I could do with my music, not only through sound but through sight."
Well, I will say this though: before that Fantasia battle happens, when they're walking through the house, there is no sound, there is no music. It is silent because that is a Sam Raimi trope. Sam Raimi doesn't use violins or bass or anything to hype up the jump scares. He makes it silent, and you hear creaks, you hear motion, you hear sounds off to the side, you hear voices. He makes you question where everything is at. He confuses you. You may be seeing nothing, but you're confused by what you hear behind you. And that's a big trope to Drag Me to Hell. It's a big trope to the Evil Dead movies, and he does that perfectly with the Marvel money that he has at his disposal here. So then we had the big Fantasia battle with the notes and everything.
I was happy because a lot of people seem to forget that Doctor Strange liked listening to music when he would operate.
He did.
So that's when everyone's like, I've heard in different reviews, "Oh, why did they use music?" I'm like, dude, he loves music. That's kind of evident.
Right.
And I think he played the piano in one of the movies, if I remember correctly.
Well, whenever he was like looking for places to find to fix his hands for surgical procedures, he was trying to play the piano and he couldn't play it anymore. because his hands are broken. But I remember but if you look at his apartment back then, he had sold everything off except for his books and his piano. Those are the only things that he had left. So the piano was a big role for him.
Yep.
Throwbacks. That's the details. It's the small details.
That Doctor Strange, though. Oh, wait a minute. Because he pulled that Doctor Strange out of the little world, right?
Yeah.
When he needed his help or something like that?
He did. He pulled him out.
So what Doctor Strange pulled him out? Was that the Superior Strange that is now dead? Or is that our Doctor Strange that pulled him out?
No, I'm guessing that...
Or that universe. Or basically, what I'm guessing is that whenever the What If Doctor Strange, the Superior Doctor Strange, or Sinister Doctor Strange, was kind of tied off from the rest of the universes by the Watcher to watch over the Killmonger versus Ultron Prime battle in that little sphere, that Strange, that the Watcher put him back in his own universe to kind of watch it die off, just to make sure that they don't escape. But that universe is already tied off and deadened off anyways. So no matter what happens, that universe is supposed to be separate and not able to get to.
That's what we're looking at here. That's the same one, right?
Yeah, that's supposedly the same one.
Which is weird because in the cartoon, man, he was OP as fuck. So all the entities and shit that he absorbed.
Yeah.
Like you thought that Doctor Strange would give our Doctor Strange a big ass run for his money, though. You know what I mean?
You would think so, but
everything's been drained though, so he's probably losing power as it's
he's probably super. He doesn't sleep.
Maybe.
He probably watches nothing but Addams Family on repeat. He's exhausted. There's no hot topics around. He has nothing to live for. He's got nothing to live for anymore.
Where am I going to spend this hot cash at?
Even in the universe that's slowly ripping itself out, he still has Pluto TV.
He does, because you know why? DVR is much more expensive. That's why. DVR is much more expensive.
But we get the battle, and then how does he beat this Doctor Strange? Does he just
kicks him out the window? He throws him out the window. He falls on the gate.
And he gets impaled. Yep.
He gets impaled. He gets Damien out there.
Oh, that was sick. Like I thought they were gonna cut away and everything.
No, they show it.
Oh yeah.
And then Karen sees it. Christine
Becky with
sees
the
it
good
happen.
hair.
Yeah. Oh, and okay. Here's where Gwen popped up. So when that happened, Gwen makes the comment, "Oh, he dead."
I say he did.
He dead.
I would have loved I would have loved him to like poke his head up and said, "Christine."
But the eye blinked though. That his third eye blinked.
Yeah, that did happen.
So while technically Strange is dead, the Darkhold is not when it's still in the body.
And he, Doctor Strange starts reading it, lights up the candles for the mood, starts using it, and then it reacts in a way because he has to respond to the dead body. Because
he has to shadow walk. He has to shadow walk to his other body. And the Defender Strange that's in his universe.
And he Undertaker's his hand out of the grave, which was a nice touch.
He did. Awesome. He evil ashed his way over there to take out to fight Wanda, and was probably one of the coolest looking things ever. So Doctor Strange, or not Doctor Strange, but in this universe, we finally got a first Marvel zombie, live action Marvel zombie, Doctor Strange.
That was awesome.
What if he is the patient zero for Marvel Zombies?
That would be dope.
What if he is the patient zero for Marvel Zombies?
I would co-sign on that.
Because we only see his cape, and oh my goodness,
the cape of demons. After he absorbs all the demons for shadow walking, he sees them in there and he controls them.
No, I'm saying in the What If series, we only see his cape in with I think Bruce or something like that. Yes. Now, what if? Because Doctor Strange isn't in that. I don't think he is.
No, he wasn't in there.
Because
no. Parker has his cape. Peter Parker has his cape.
That's why, because there's no body for the cape. Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Paul Feig, Kevin Feige. Oh my goodness, you freaking genius.
So.
You know what? They include rewatchability in this.
Defender Strange could be patient zero for Marvel Zombies.
And listen, Danny Elfman knows what to put music. He put that rad guitar lick music.
Oh, he slayered that theme out for Zombie Strange. He slayered him out. I mean, I'm just gonna say that I think I told Chris this at the theater. He might not have been listening to me whenever I said it.
Yeah,
to
because
him.
he was too busy playing air guitar.
Yeah, he probably was. But like,
Right.
no. After the movie, I said, dude, you need to draw Zombie Strange with the cape of like demons coming out of him. That would be a sick drawing.
And
That
just
would just be a sick piece.
him popping out and just like saying like, "Oh yes, I'm here," and Wong just accepting it like, "Oh hey."
No. Here's what you have Zombie Strange showing up with with the little bubble quote. It says, "Yo, she bitch, let's go."
I'm not opposed to do it, man. I was definitely inspired. It's just these deadlines been killing me,
Yeah,
bro.
I understand. I know about your deadlines. I'm just saying,
Oh my
throwing it out
God,
there,
yeah.
throwing it out there in the artist thought universe.
Listen,
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
listen. You need to put that in your undeadline.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're on deadline.
Hey,
But-
don't think I'm not thinking, man. I got shit I want to do. It's just they keep throwing me more work and throwing me more work. Like, shit.
So we got Zombie Strange versus the Scarlet Witch with America Chavez on the altar of the undead or the damned or whatever you want to call it, and these two people are fighting. And from the final scene, from the final boss battle out of the movie Ghost, where the spirits are taking over the shady partner,
Wall Street douchebag.
Wall Street douchebag. We have the demons, the dimension demons, going after Wanda, just like pretty much attacking her like a pack of gremlins, going after her straight up.
With the
And
Sam Raimi camera cuts too, like it was
Yes.
incredible.
Yes,
It was awesome.
very well done, very well done. Just attacking her, scratching her up, laughing in her ear, probably farting ghost farts in her face, all of that up, taking her, trying to take her
They're
down.
giving her that Chuck Berry treatment. It's not my fault.
They're giving her the farts of 1,000 stenches up in that thing. I mean, you got some killer clown farts up in there.
Just where you belong. It's not my fault.
Smell this fart. I fart in your general direction.
Bro, I'm so excited. I just put a fucking Chuck Berry reference.
They had some lager farts. They had some popcorn farts. They had everything up in that thing. You even had that one constipated cracking a beer fart. That happens when you really got to go, and it's coming out, but it sounds like you're popping open a beer in the stalls. That's what it sounds like.
I am so happy about this, and what I liked about what Sam Raimi included in this was the same demon laughters from the cabin. Like you heard those last, and you were like, "Those are the same ones."
Oh, those are the same ones. Same soundtrack of laughter that from the cabins.
It was the same. Fix it.
It was the same, like the laughing deer. That was one of the sound bites used. The laughing door, the rocker, all of it was used in that fight scene and everything. Like it was great. It was great. And then we had Wong showing back up. Wong wasn't dead. He wasn't dead. He just had his grappling hook not working properly.
It was like that movie Black Sheep. Thank you, little tree, for saving me.
Yes, very much so. And then we had the fights. We had the Zombie Strange burning up. We had America Chavez learning. She in her back of her mind, she heard Eye of the Tiger, and she came out swinging like Little Mac on the final round, taking out these things and punching Wanda, uppercuts and everything. Stars and Stripes Forever, all of that. Captain Punch, Falcon Punch, Eagly Punch, all of it. It was going down. She was throwing haymakers.
And then that's what Wong gives her the idea, open the portal now. And you see the children in the foreground.
Yes.
And then she's, facing the kids, and they are petrified of her. And then that's when they say, "Oh my God, what of a monster have I become?" I know we didn't talk about this too, but when she first took her over with the picture looking back at her,
yes,
that was scary.
That was another Evil Dead moment. Moment. Or Army of Darkness, one of the two, whatever you want to choose. But yes, all those little moments, all those little details. So Wanda has her, it's her realization that she is not the person that she wants to be. She's like, you know what? I'm a Karen. I don't like that. That ain't cool. You know what? I'm going to destroy this tower of Karenness at Wunderwall and take it all down. It's happening. So y'all escape, leave this place. I'm going to take care. I'm going to handle business. And Wong's like, okay. And so they all leave. They all bust out. She brings the towers down. She breaks the wall down, and they bounce out. And we got people saying goodbyes. You got people looking up, starting school. America Chavez got her letter to not Hogwarts and is doing classes with Wong and everybody. You got that giant green Minotaur looking thing doing magic classes as well.
I'm so mad because in the comics he was so much better, and they just relegated him to a side character. I thought he was going to be important than he was when I saw the toys come out.
Well, you know what? I applaud Marvel
Right.
I applaud Marvel for giving water buffaloes roles in their movies. You know what? And speaking roles at that. I applaud them for doing that. So they're starting off in the right direction by giving green water buffaloes their time to shine. So maybe in the third movie, he'll have a better role. Who knows?
Yeah, those poor underserved water buffalo demographic.
You know what? If that character plays his cards right, he could probably play Babe the Blue Ox in a Paul Bunyan movie. You know what?
Oh my god.
Starring John Cena.
Starring John Cena Maybe.
Oh my god.
with a beard.
But yeah, we get all our happy endings, and now the question that everyone seems to ask.
Well, do we get our happy endings? Because we cut to Strange walking down the street, Mr. Rogers style. He falls over, grabs his head like a headache, and we get, of course, the third eye. Just like Sinister Strange. We get that third eye. Which means that the Darkholme, while all the books may be gone, and while the tower may be destroyed, still lives on in him.
And here's my thought about that, though. Honestly, I feel like, everybody was kind of griping that Moon Knight's not going to be connected and shit like that. I think that's probably the Eye of Horus, bro. I think that's going to be bringing in some deep fucking Egyptian shit at some point.
Egyptian, Greek, Nordic, or Wakandan.
Yeah, that all-seeing eye. I mean, Eye of Horus, right? Isn't that a thing? And it's on the dollar bill and shit like that?
The Eye of Odin, the Eye of Horus, the Eye of Zeus.
Yeah. Okay,
Maybe
maybe
things.
so, yeah.
The Eye of Rocket, where he stores the Eye of Thor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, shit.
I think maybe because then 30 seconds later, we get our first post-credit scene.
Yep.
And he's just like, da, 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 da. And then what people thought, because people are stupid, in my theater, they said, "Is that Psylocke?" No, it's not Psylocke.
Who the hell says Psylocke? First of all, A, she ain't Asian. B, that's not Psylocke. Do you see a pimple? Do you see a purple swimsuit? That is not Psylocke. C, do you think Psylocke will be the first mutant that they're going to bring over from the X-Men that's not Wolverine? Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on. We all know who the first X-Men that's going to be over there besides Professor X. Who's going to be? It's going to be Wolverine.
Come on
now.
Caliban.
It's Calabac.
Calabac? I don't know his name, but
we have a better chance of getting Forge than we got of Psylocke. We got a better chance of getting another Banshee than we got of Psylocke.
So she opens
What's
up.
Puck doing?
She opens up the portal. You have to come with me. Dormammu needs you.
So let's reveal who that is first. That's Clea. That is Clea. That is what the hell is her name? That's
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, that's Charlize Theron. Aeon Flux. Whatever. Monsters Ball. She's still freaking hot. Charlize Theron as Clea. Clea is the niece of Dormammu, and sometimes on again, off again wife of Doctor Strange, as well as one of the. She's not an Eternal, but isn't she kind of related to some of the Eternals somehow?
I want to say that's right, but I'm not entirely sure.
But I pretty much know that whenever she was married to Doctor Strange, Strange was able to tap in not only to her, but to sort of the Dormammu's powers.
Yeah.
So whenever he's clapping cheeks, he's clapping powers too.
Oh my god.
And this is where it was interesting because she cuts open the world and you see Dormammu's
dimension,
noggin and dimension moving in the background, and you're sitting there and you're like,
You know what? Dormammu's come to bargain.
That, or
he's come to bargain.
Or there is a scene in I forgot where it was, but there's a scene in Doctor Strange where he doesn't hit the rewind. He just keeps saying, "I'm here to bargain," and I don't know if somehow that's gonna be, some way where she tells him, "Oh, you need to bargain with him." What? You need to bargain with him? I've already done this before. No, you haven't. And then
pretty much.
Do you play that?
I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. So yeah, I will agree with that. I have a feeling Dormammu's going to come back. We'll get some, a lot more Kirby-esque backgrounds and Kirby-esque coloring, which is so great, so nice to see.
Or what if it's not Dormammu? What if it's just a swerve? Because it's never established what's in that universe. For all we know, we might either see Galactus again.
I would not say Galactus.
You don't think we're gonna get? You think he's gonna be like a final guy, or
I see Galactus. I see Galactus being the main boss of maybe Phase 6. I see Galactus being the Phase 6 boss.
I think they learned a lesson the first time. You don't just breeze through Galactus.
No, Galactus is too much of a big threat to save for half of a movie for a boss battle.
Listen, they made him a fart cloud.
Let's do Beyonder.
You know what? Fox made a lot of mistakes. They did. They made three Fantastic Four movies, and they made 3 X movies that were pretty terrible. And they made a Wolverine movie that was really bad too. So Fox has made mistakes. Marvel's not going to let that happen. I have faith in Marvel and their casting and their direction. Kevin Feige, as much as he is socially awkward doing interviews, he is the Patton Oswalt of Marvel, where he will make sure things happen right. He has great casting. He has a great plan. He's got all of that. So my guess is that at the end of Phase 6, we get Galactus. We either get a battle or we get the startup of Galactus. I think Phase 4 and 5 will be Kang the Conqueror. Phase 5 might introduce Doom. Well, Doom would be like a low level villain, which will lead up to him being the takeover of Galactus after Galactus. It'll be Doom's time to shine. So I see that kind of happening then.
Oh, because Secret Wars and all that.
Secret Wars. I think Secret Wars will be Doom's he'll be the ruler of Battleworld. He'll be the ruler of that Battleworld to really solidify him as the badass villain. Or the badass
I feel like we're about to get younger Vision, the Kang Vision. We're gonna get Young Avengers, bro.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get Young Avengers, which are probably gonna get led by White Vision. So
yeah, which is gonna be a combination of them and West Coast Avengers or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't see West Coast, but I see Young Avengers happening.
And then after the credits and everyone's holding in their piss and they're like, I gotta go, we get the Bruce Campbell campy ending.
Where he's still fighting his hand, Evil Dead style. With scratches all over his face, just like the one scratch he got from the hand in Evil Dead. He saw the same scratch on his cheek. So again, details. Raimi knows, he loves those details. He loves those details.
And it's finally over. I enjoyed this film. I will say that.
So Rita, since you're the guest, out of a 10, what do you give this movie?
Like an 8.5.
8.5. Hey, that's a good average. That's a good ranking.
8.5 because I mean, like I said, there was some scenes where I felt like they weren't necessary. I felt like they held back a lot.
Yes.
But like I said, if they blew up Professor X's head, or if there was a little more leeway with the Illuminati, because you know all the neckbeards are like, "Oh, where's my Wolverine?" or "Where's my this and that?"
You know, the neckbeards are like, "Where's Namor at? Where's Namor? Where's another Iron Man?"
Yeah, he's getting recasted.
Why weren't they in the Illuminati? Where's Namor? Namar's in the Illuminati. Why wasn't he there? You know, people are gonna throw, razors at people. I don't know.
Fandom. Yeah.
Well, that, and then also because the actor who's going to play Namor may not be playing him because he has some very homophobic views and he said some controversial things. So
even though he's playing a half-naked Atlantean with pointy-ass ears. Okay, makes perfect sense.
They say you hate what you see in the mirror, so
I guess that's why Ezra Miller is fighting the whole island of Hawaii, all of them.
That film is just going to be stick figures and CGI. Like
by the time it's done with it, it's just going to be Jason Momoa and Michael Keaton high-fiving each other.
Hey,
for 2.5 hours.
Anymore, I live in a fucking weird ass world now.
So I want to see Michael Keaton just make breakfast on screen and be like, "Oh, you were expecting the Flash? Well, here's the recipe for 2.5 hours."
So 8.5 out of 10. Okay, Chris, what's your ranking of it?
Traditionally as a kid, I had a passing interest in Doctor Strange, and so I'm not as invested as a lot of people. I'm gonna probably say an 8.
Okay.
I think
fair enough.
Yeah, it seems fair enough. Solid. Man.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
My ranking, like Chris, I was not a fan of Doctor Strange the comics because that is a lot of reading. Doctor Strange, like the Watchmen comic books, were a lot of reading.
Very heavy,
Great
very
artwork.
wordy.
Great artwork, lots of reading. The movies, however, I'm loving Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I love the first movie. I love the second one. I like his cameos. The one thing I like about Doctor Strange in the comics is when he cameoed. And one of his best cameos ever was when he cameoed for She-Hulk and Single Green Female, where he played her counsel for a case that she was dealing with, because what had happened was she saved somebody that didn't want to be saved. He sued her, and Doctor Strange, classic response, you know what? Settle with him. He'll be dead in 2 weeks anyways, because he's going to fall off the building. So he won't collect. He won't collect. Just settle with him anyways. He won't collect. And the guy's like, wait. And the guy's like, wait, what? He goes, don't worry. I'm gonna wipe your mind in a second. Snaps his fingers. Guy doesn't remember anything. So,
Nice.
Wow.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
Doctor Strange is a side character. Amazing in comics. Amazing, hilarious, entertaining. Doctor Strange as a solo run. It's a lot of reading. So for this movie, this is Sam Raimi's movie. I'm a big Sam Raimi fan. I like the nods from Evil Dead. I like the nods from his other movies, like The Quick and the Dead, Drag Me to Hell, For the Love of the Game. He put little nods and camera tricks and Easter eggs from his movie history into this film, and it's great. My only kind of disappointment with some things was, again, I was kind of hoping that Deadpool might have made a quick cameo, even passing cameo. That would have been kind of cool. That's not going to take away from my rating. So I'm going to go a 9 out of 10 for this.
Oh wow! Okay.
So an average score of 8.5.
Because this is Marvel's Evil Dead 4. Let's just break it down. We have a Deadite. We have an evil book. We have a zombie coming back to fight somebody with power.
We have
We have the Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile, sorry.
The only thing we didn't have was we did have a chainsaw. We had a saw at the beginning. So we had a lot of things that were very Evil Dead-ish. So again, this is Marvel's Evil Dead 4, or Doctor Strange in the Army of Darkness, whatever you want to call it.
Well, if we would have Groot in this film, then then it would be a full Evil Dead film.
If we had Groot going through puberty, we would. If Groot went through puberty in this movie, we would have had a full Evil Dead movie.
Oh, Jesus.
I will definitely agree with you. We even had the cabin where
I am
Wanda
Groot.
What does help me with this high rating is that we had here's what Raimi did. Raimi put respect on one of the most underrated characters ever created in the history of animation. We had Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in this movie.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't have Mickey Mouse. We had Oswald the Rabbit on the TV in the background that the kids were watching at Wanda's house.
Oh, I thought they were watching.
That wasn't Mickey Mouse. That was Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
They were watching the Oswald cut of the Steamboat.
Yes, different dimension, multiverse. So in that dimension, Mickey was probably never made. Oswald took over. What's that game? With Mickey and Oswald.
Oh, Epic Mickey.
Yeah, Epic Mickey. We had Epic Oswald over there on TV.
And you know what? If they changed the channel, they would have probably been watching Raccoon Cooey.
Yeah. Yep.
For those who've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Or if it had been like they would change the channel again, instead of Lilo and Stitch, it would have been a Breaking Bad spinoff called Lilo and Snitch. You know what I mean?
No.
The coconuts, bitch.
If they would have changed the channel, they wouldn't have got Lilo and Stitch. They would have got Marsupilami season 15 on the TV.
Geez.
What a pull, ladies and gentlemen!
Wow.
Yes.
Marsupilami. Oh my goodness, that was
Holy shit!
that's just
I haven't heard
bonkers.
that word in forever.
Yeah.
Marsupilami, bonkers, gummy. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Gummy Bears still playing on TV over that dimension.
Oh, dude, that's
They had
my language.
4 live action movies of the Gummy Bears. The Gargoyles movie got made over there in that dimension.
Oh my god. That is wow.
It all came true. It all came true over there.
Meanwhile, Vision is just upstairs watching season 6 of Firefly.
Vision's in the attic with Bort. with Bort the Simpson, just watching reruns. So,
Oh
Right.
my god.
Yeah.
They're watching the Gibsons, the
The
all leather
Gibsons?
family.
no, they're watching the Flanders. They're watching the
The
Flanders.
Flanders.
And as you know, the end of the film says Doctor Strange will return. In what
Will
capacity, we don't know.
We don't know. So, yeah, great movie overall. We gave our ratings. Rito, tell the people where they can find you. Where can they find you out on social media or whatever projects you got going on?
They could find me at the breakfast aisle looking for grits.
Them savory shits.
Or they could find me everywhere on social media at Rito's Modern Life. Follow me. I have a podcast in some other universes. We're just working on a little hiatus right now, but we will return. And yeah, just find me wherever. And hopefully, once I get the funds, I'll be in the Hall of Fame for What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
hopefully. You
All
know
right,
what?
all right.
You know what happened? If you take out Josh and roll him off a cliff, you might be in there. You know, you might be in the the 5-star ring, 5-star area wing.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dress up Bugs Bunny style as Nia Jackson, and be like, yoo-hoo! And then
Oh my god.
you
We're
know,
gonna tie his shotgun into a bow.
Can
Yes,
you pat me on the head, Josh?
How
Jesus
many
Christ.
sugars you want? 3 lumps or 2?
I just opened up a pizza, Little Caesars pizza box, and bam, fist.
Man, can you imagine you meet a chick and first off she's been talking to you. Secondly, you hand her a fucking checklist of the shit that you think that you find acceptable.
Man.
Bitch, you're gonna be pregnant in 3 dates. I want to pat you on the head. You're paying for the food and travel. And if you think I'm wearing a condom, you're out of your fucking gourd. Are you kidding me?
Well,
They're out there.
yeah, they're out there. Josh or the Hut never saw that coming.
We're gonna open up we're gonna get America Chavez to open up that universe. But yeah,
Oh,
you can find me
Oh.
anywhere. And like I said, just hanging with Uncle Ben.
Chris, you draw. Where can they find you and your artwork?
You can find me on Instagram at Chris Foreman Artist. I have a Twitter at Sealy Foreman I don't use. Unless you just want to follow whatever bullshit I follow, sure. But yeah, Instagram and Facebook. I mean, obviously, if you're following our Facebook our Facebook page, you'll see me on there and stuff like that on occasion. I need to make more videos, man. I made a video unbagging some miniature those Lego minis of the Muppets.
Oh, really? Well, send it my
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
We'll throw it up on the
Yeah.
channel.
We gotta do that.
We'll
Hey.
put up on our YouTube channel, which we have at Front Row Negative on YouTube.
Hey Chris, show them the picture you've been drawing. Show the camera.
Yeah. Show the audio people listening.
Show
The
the
Yeah,
picture
camera.
that
everybody
you're
listening.
drawing.
Chrissy, show him the photo. Look how good he is. Look,
Listen,
that boy
look.
can draw.
I
Wow.
That's pretty cool. That is a great Mary Jane in lingerie.
shit. No, look there.
Oh.
And that is a great Ginger Snaps the werewolf.
Bro, I listen. These deadlines keep getting shorter and
Oh,
shorter.
I know.
And I have to tell
Also-
them, listen, you're getting a bunch of driver's license photos. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey.
You drew both of those while we were potting?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's able to do that. Chris,
Hire this man, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling you, seriously.
Chris,
Yeah,
if people collect toys, where can they find you? Because I hear that you have a store.
I do. We're on a bit of a brick and mortar hiatus, if you will. But if you go at Collectomania Comics and Toys on Instagram, you will be able to see that every now and then I post pictures of toys. We're kind of amassing stock right now, so that way we do make our glorious brick and mortar return.
Mhm.
I have some shit to sell and not just be
So-
sitting there.
One question I've been asked to ask you, I never responded to this person. Do you ship, if someone wants to buy a toy, will you ship it out?
Yeah, of course, man. Now, admittedly, I haven't been putting things on Instagram like I should be. But again, deadlines have been kicking me in the dick. But very soon I will be putting stuff online again. So yeah, whoever is interested in having stuff shipped, if they're willing to pay for the shipping, then absolutely.
Okay, there we go. And if you like what you heard, like I said, we have a YouTube channel where we post videos at least a few times a month. I need to kind of get on the ball with that as well. We have a TeePublic store. You can buy our merch with our logo on it. We have a Redbubble store that has stuff with our logo on it as well too. Shirts, everything. We have an official Moon Knight shirt that I designed that is up for sale. I might have a strange design in the works. I might have some other marvelous designs in the works. I just released 2 Green Lantern-esque designs. One for Stuart, one for Jordan, because, hey, people can be picky at sometimes. They could have some attitude over which is their favorite Lantern.
Some people have seen John. For a lot of people, John Stewart is Green Lantern.
Yeah, John Stewart was in the animated series. Hal Jordan was in the comics. And you can kind of always tell who went to what as their favorite Green Lantern. And if you're a Rainer fan, I'm sorry that you have bad decisions in your life. You could probably seek some help. But there'll be
emotional damage.
There will be some new designs coming up that are very marvelous in the future. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Subscribe to us. Hopefully we'll be back eventually. We have a schedule, I think. To a degree, we do.
We know y'all miss these long-winded ass podcasts. Y'all can't act like y'all don't.
We've already hit over the 1 hour and a half mark. We've already hit over that. So this is the makeup for 3 weeks. So as we close out, thank you for listening. Give us a subscribe, share us on social media, find us out, give us likes, and show us some love. And always, unfollow but never unfriend. And I am Aaron.
I am Chris.
Thank you again, Rito, for joining us. It's
I
been fun.
appreciate you all. Remember one thing: nothing matters, and be kind.
And gritting ain't easy. Takes at least 20 minutes. Thank you to my cousin Vinny.
Go to Ponchos. Fuck
that.
Like what you heard? You can hear more shows and podcasts just like ours over at the Cross the Streams Media website. Such shows like 3 Beers and a Mic, The Dorksman, Secondary Heroes, the Burt Reynolds and Charles Bronson podcast, the Dan Aykroyd podcast, The Art of the Boar, Burn Appetit, Beering Ain't Easy, the STS Guys, Toy Rewind, Hot Tub Beer Podcast, Which is More Gooder, and Deep Dive into a Dive Bar podcast. And, I guess, Movie Cap, if you need something to fall asleep to. Blame Chase.
Cross the streams.
This has been a Cross the Streams Media Podcast.